Hey, Neen.
Hi.
I just looked at you like a pervert. Hey, Neen.
I know, I was kind of scared right now.
I know.
Hi,
Hi,
how are
cutie.
you?
I'm
Happy
good.
hump day.
Happy Thanksgiving week, aka the best week of the year. This is the best week of the year. I don't know what's better.
Yeah, right. Except our birthdays.
And our anniversaries, but like
Yes,
seriously, the best fucking week ever.
it is. It's a very cozy week.
Oh my God, I'm so cozy because it's finally a little nippy outside. Yesterday I was
Mm-hmm.
sweating. Yesterday was hot. Today I flipped the door open, the balcony door, because I
Mm-hmm.
noticed it was chilly, and I was like, "Get cold in here! Come on, let's go, let's go, let's air it out! Come on!"
You're so funny. I know.
I
Was it raining there on the over the weekend?
think it sprinkled one of the days. I think Saturday or one of the days. It was nice. It was so pretty. Oh,
I know. Yesterday was kind of like, well, it wasn't really cold, hot here. It was cold. It was chilly, but it
mm,
had those blue skies with,
yeah.
nice brisky air.
Stop it! That's
And
like a haiku right now.
don't you just love a good haiku?
Mm, yeah, I used to like those in English class or whatever, where we had to write poems. I would always choose a haiku.
Hmm.
Although Annie has found many emails that we would send back and forth to each other in the
Hmm.
early 2000s. I used to spit some bars back in the day. Like I was like, okay, rap. I'm in my rapper name I need to come up with. I feel like I had a cool one back then, but like
I'm
it
sure.
was poems. I don't know why I chose haikus
Wow.
back
Oh,
in
I
high
love
school.
it.
And she's like, I'm
Oh.
so glad she printed them out and she saved them and she just happened upon them and
Aw.
sent me many. Like I even wrote a poem about my love for white rice. And it was this long.
I could see that. So do you eat white rice as often now?
No, no, I brown rice now, but every now and then we'll go crazy and have white rice, and it's so flippin' good. It is so I just love rice.
Yeah, it is good. I swear, I love brown rice. I haven't had white rice in a long time, but brown rice, just like the crunchiness of it, like
Hmm.
the bite of it
Yeah, it's
is
so good.
with some chicken broth in it.
Oh, only way how to do it. Okay.
Mhm. I know. Yeah, but white rice, that's was a good staple when I was at your house.
Hmm.
You would come home from school and your mom had chicken and rice with corn in it. Oh,
Oh my
so
God.
freaking good.
You know what's so cute is that Carrie recently sent me a message about, God, I remember she goes, I miss your mom's cooking. And she would like list all the foods.
Mhm.
She goes, I just loved that. Like I got to eat a lot of no, it wasn't her. Annie used to say, talk about the portions.
Mhm.
Carrie, comes from an Italian family, so like
Mhm.
they were good with the
Right.
portions, but she did message me about missing my mom's cooking. But yeah, Annie would always be like, it's so nice here because like I have a mountain of rice or a mountain, and like, and at
Mhm.
my house, like it's just like a little, and I'm like, well, Peruvians like their carbs, you
Now, does
know?
Kara have nice portions when she cooks for you?
Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's not like when I was growing up, like because
Mhm.
that's how we were used to do it. And
Mhm.
when you're a kid, it doesn't
You
affect
don't
you like it
know.
does,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
But yeah, Angel's really good about portions and sometimes very, now there's like she'll be like, there's a little bit left, and then I'll holler at it if I've because she cooks so good, or
Mhm.
like she's been good about just not having any left
Mhm.
over because that I can't say no to her cooking. So
Mhm.
she's so good for me. I swear to God, that woman is so good for my heart
Mhm.
health, my mental health, and my
Mhm.
sanity.
Aw, I love it.
I
That's
know she's so
amazing. I
cute.
know. It's crazy though when you think about like the stuff we used to eat back in the day, like just growing up or how you don't think.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. I think Tony had told me that one time where I don't know what we were talking about, but I also had mentioned that somewhere, or I had heard someone mention that where you grow up and what you eat when you were growing up is
Yeah.
what it was, right? But
Yeah.
as you get older, you're supposed to conform and make your own healthy habits. And I think
Yes.
that a lot of people they don't.
No.
They don't follow that, which
Yeah.
is, you can't really blame them, especially if they've grown up that way and that's how they were. A lot of times it's it's a family thing. It's a cultural thing to eat a certain way or even force food down people's throat.
Oh God. Yeah.
You
I know.
know?
It's so funny because Angel will stress out like if she can't finish something at my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Psh, you don't need to be like, it's not uppity up in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Like you can take it to go or give it to me. Like it's fine. But
Does she
yeah.
like to finish her plate?
Yeah, I guess she was raised to like you have to clean your plate or so,
Mm-hmm.
like the thing that like if I were a parent, I would probably do that to my kids too. Cause like, you know what? My parents kind of did that to me when I was little, thinking about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they would be like, if you don't finish your plate, I'm gonna put on the channel with the with the starving children in Africa. I'm still
Oh,
scarred. But
that is
see,
so funny.
oh my God, we all do it. And so
Mm-hmm.
now Angel, she's gonna be 50 in a couple years. Look how
Mm-hmm.
that's still ingrained. It's like
Yeah, it's true. Because
would I do that to my kid? Oh my God, probably.
yeah, no, I mean, because I belong to the Clean Platesman Club.
See?
And it wasn't from my mom or dad.
Okay.
They never forced that on me. It was my uncle and my aunt, my godparents next door. But it was more of like, my uncle would be like, "Oh, you're gonna belong to the Clean Platesman." It was like a fun thing. Like,
Oh, it was
are you
actually
gonna finish
named
your
that.
plate?
Oh
Yeah.
my
And it was
God.
just like, I felt proud.
Oh, that's adorable.
And they made it like a thing. And my aunt would be like, "Dearie, are you part of the club?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm part of the Clean Plates Club." And I'd be over there licking my plate to be like, "Look it."
That is so cute.
So, but it is a thing, I don't know about it now, but back in the day it
I'm
was.
gonna tell you about how it is right now. Pretzel excluded. Honey, what would you like to eat? Like you tell me and I'll provide you three options, like you can, and then I'll go ahead and cook it and then you can just ignore it when I
Yeah.
ate what was on the plate. And if it wasn't up to par, I wouldn't eat. What
Hmm.
is up with this?
Yeah. No, that's true. I don't, and I mean, maybe some people, I don't know. I don't know. Every parent is different. And I don't, you know, I'm not going to diss people who are strict about food or not or
Yeah,
whatever. But for me, Pretzel already knows if you don't eat what I cook, then you could have cereal, you can have oatmeal, you can have fruit, cottage cheese
exactly.
and peaches. You can make it yourself.
Exactly.
And you'll see her, she will get her eggs out and she'll make her eggs and toast because she doesn't like meat. So she's become, I'm like, "Are you a vegetarian?" I don't know what's going on.
I went through that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
The
get it because
thought of
it's
meat makes her sick.
yeah, yeah.
So, and I can understand that. So I try to make her like butter pasta or,
Mm-hmm.
she likes, or she'll eat sushi. She likes like, nigiri, like she likes,
Yeah.
salmons. Like I can make her salmon. She likes fish,
Uh-huh.
but she's not a big meat eater. Like it will turn her off. And the girlfriend could have thrown down a couple steaks back in the day. Loved steaks, loved lamb chops. Okay, she was a freak for meat. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. So, and so I listened to her. I got to respect that, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to cater to that. Like,
And she's also polite though about it. See, I'm referring
mhm,
to the kids that treat their parents like crap and like, I don't want that. And like throw
yeah.
the plate. Like,
Oh
might as well
no.
spit in your mother's face then.
Because if that's the case, then go to your room and just don't eat.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Exactly.
I
See you in the
ain't gonna deal with
morning.
that crap. I mean, and I know there's some moms that like to cater to their kids, and that's cool, but it's just like for me, I just don't I I want Pretzel to be like self-sufficient in that way. Like, I don't want her to feel like, oh, my mom has to cook for me. Like, because there's gonna be days like, where maybe I'm busy or if I'm not feeling good, I want her to be able to go into the kitchen and find something and be able to
Oh,
cook
God,
for
you're
herself
so
or even for
amazing.
Tony.
Yeah.
If what if both of us have the flu?
Yeah.
I want her to be able to be self-sufficient,
I'm
you know.
sorry.
So
Can for the listeners, can you please remind everyone how old she is? Thanks.
she's 10. She's
And I'm
10. Can you
sorry, she
back
hasn't
10?
been 10 for that long, right? Just a couple
No,
months.
just a couple months,
Okay.
yeah.
Again, this is a 10-year-old that
Mhm.
can, you know, fend for herself and is responsible and respectful. Thank you, Lindsay.
You're so funny. She's yeah, she's a hoot though. She's really good. she's
She's
well mannered.
amazing as who she is. Like I'm obsessed. She's amazing. I swear to God, her, like she totally has ruined me for children.
Aw.
Yes. Cause like,
Yeah, no, I mean, and
mm.
I know there are certain things that maybe I do that are probably a little bit like far, like I don't believe in, like we talked about this before. Like I already told her you're not getting a cell phone. Remember I told you you're not getting a cell
Yes.
phone until you're 18. I will get her a phone that will call out if she needs help. And I can call her whatever, just like a dial. What do you call it? Just like kind of like a flip phone. But I don't
Yes.
need her searching, on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook.
Yes. I
That kind of
totally
shit ain't
agree.
gonna even be accessible until she's old enough to figure that out.
Hmm.
Because I'm sorry, some of the things that I've been seeing lately are very disturbing. And if I could protect her from that stuff, I can't protect
Hmm.
her from everything, but I do feel like I do have control over some things. So if I could try and protect her as much as I can and keep her, as not as innocent, because it's good for her to be
Yes.
aware,
Yes. And she
but
is. She's not like
yeah, but she doesn't
flailing.
have to be exposed to certain things so quickly.
Right.
And it's just, I think that's the problem nowadays. It's like, it's so funny. I was looking at something and they were like, gosh, imagine how we were when we
Hmm.
were 14 or 13. Now look at the 13 and 14-year-olds now. It was like how we were when we were 19, 20.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
I, mm, yeah, I saw, we've all seen that funny TikTok, the one with
Hmm.
the 13-year-olds today, and they're wearing crop tops and low-rise jeans and straightened hair and
Hmm.
makeup, dancing the sexy TikTok dances, and they
Hmm.
shoot over to the me when I was 13, and they're like dressed from Backstreet Boys and doing the music video. That's what we used to do.
Oh, totally.
It's such a difference, like,
Hmm.
oh my
It
goodness.
is. And it's just like so disturbing. I was watching, not watching, but listening to the Jack Osborne podcast. And
Yes.
it was, I adore him, but he was talking to Jamie Kennedy and they were having this conversation. And it was interesting to get the perspective of guys and what they think of like just the internet and like what's put on social media. And Jamie Kennedy was like, he goes, it's crazy to me how women are so sexualized
Yeah.
nowadays and how it's like the norm. And
Hmm.
he goes, yeah, I'm a man and I can appreciate something that's beautiful. He's
Hmm.
like, but God, do any women wear turtlenecks anymore? And I just busted up laughing because I can remember hella turtlenecks I got from New York and Company. And I don't barely ever see turtlenecks anymore.
Yeah,
Everything's crop tops and
yeah,
y-
or a crop top turtleneck. I've
yes,
seen those.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I can't even. That's why my belly's so white because it has not seen the light of day since I was in the hospital in 1981,
Oh
September
my
6th.
God, you're
No, for
so
real. It is like translucent. I look like a vampire. If you just saw my stomach, you would think I was a vampire. It has never seen the light of day.
you are so cute.
For real. It literally, I'm not kidding. When I take my clothes off, it looks like I have a bathing suit on because it's all white. It's ridiculous. But I'm like, wow. And it was just interesting though to hear like guys talk about that because you would think that guys would be like, oh no, da, 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 da. But he was like, it's kind of sad like that women are sexualized or even young kids feel that they
Mm,
have to be that way.
exactly, because that's all that they, I guess, see that is out there. Although
Hmm.
I don't buy that reasoning because there's a lot of women that don't. You know what I mean? There's, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know though. I don't know. I can't even
Because
because you
there's
shouldn't
like a
base it off.
movement, like
Yeah.
I feel that where women feel like they don't have to wear makeup, they don't
Yeah.
have to dress up for anybody. And I think that should be something that is more common, but it really isn't. I just because that's
Yeah.
all, it's glamorized, all that stuff. And then
Yeah.
also when you look at people like the Kardashians, nothing against them because we talk about them, but it's kind of crazy. Like it makes me, even when I watch them, sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, they are always made up.
Yeah.
all the time, you
And
know?
Kim is so pretty without
She
makeup.
is, and I was just gonna say that. I was like, and they don't even have to wear makeup. Like, I'm like, gosh, she's gorgeous without makeup with her bare, skin,
Yeah, she's
you know?
absolutely like, you know who I love is duh, J Lo. J Lo likes to
Hmm.
be without makeup, like on
Oh
her social
yeah.
media, and also she's got good genes and she takes care of herself. But like, if I look like her, I'd be like free makeup free for like
Ever.
ever. Yeah. Speaking
Hmm.
of like social media, have you been following what's been happening with Matt Rife, that comedian?
Matt Rife. Hold
Like
on.
he is canceled. I
Oh
hope
my
he's
gosh, do
canceled.
tell.
He's this guy.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna try to say it without being annoyed. He's this
Okay.
guy who women find good looking. I personally don't. I also don't find him funny. He gives me Dane
Hmm.
Cook energy. Okay.
Oh, yes, I know who he is.
Yeah.
I
And
just
like,
didn't know
so,
his name.
okay. So did you hear
He's
what happened?
ugly. Sorry.
Okay.
No, no, I did not hear, but he's not good looking in my
Yeah.
eyes.
He has this like huge female fan base. Again, I
Hmm.
think because he's quote unquote good looking. I don't know. But like, he recently released a Netflix special,
Hmm.
and prior to the release or the day of the release, I don't know what, but he basically was quoted saying, "This is not for women," and he wants to like get away from like the female fan base, and this is more geared towards men. And so that's supposed to excuse how he opened his show. He made a joke about domestic violence and how in the same, and it's so misogynistic because not only did he talk about the he's going to a restaurant, the waitress shows up and she's got a huge black eye, and so he's making jokes about that. And then he said, well, and his friend or I heard that was eating with him at the restaurant said, well, what do you want? Maybe for them
Hmm.
to, for the restaurant to stick her in the kitchen in the back so we don't have to see her. And then he says, well, if she was any good in the kitchen, maybe she wouldn't have a black eye. So one, what? Two,
For
that's
real.
all women are good for. And I saw an interview of someone saying he's an idiot because if a woman, if women think you're talented, funny, whatever, you're gonna be successful because women
Mhm.
uplift people. And
Yeah.
now he's totally like done this. Oh, and then he put a disclaimer. This is the worst part on his Instagram story saying, please go to this link for my official apology if you've ever been offended by anything that I've said in my stand up. You click the link and it takes you to a web page that has helmets. Yeah. Like so you could purchase a helmet.
Wow.
Ew. So like that's all I'm gonna say on it. It's been in my face like for the past 2 days. Every time I turn around, like people are like, oh my God. And there's still women who think like, oh, it's just comedy. You can't take everything. Oh my God. I can't stand
Okay,
women
but
like
how is that even? I don't even understand. So basically,
that.
he suppose I highly doubt that was even like. I'm pretty. Why would you even joke about something like that? So basically, he's glamorizing
Mhm.
this, and then it pretty much just blew up in his face. It
But he
backfired.
apparently not that much though. Lots of people are being like, "Wow, you're a douche," and then, but he still has like people like saying,
Backing
"Oh,
him
but
up.
yes,
I swear. You know what? And that's why I'm so confused sometimes.
yeah,
I'm so confused about our world and just people in general.
mm,
You know, I mean, you get these people that sometimes will go to bat for people,
mhm.
because of people's rights or because of what is right.
Yeah,
But then you have something like this, which is blatant. Even if he was trying to make like a satire, like something like a joke,
yes,
and like, how's that even funny though? And something like that, like that's just, I don't even know what to describe that as. It's so just ew, distasteful. And he
yeah."
ain't even cute.
He's not all that
If
like
people
at
are thinking
all.
it's cute, they're just looking below the neck because there's nothing upstairs. And I'm not saying his brain, because I don't know him that well, but looking at his face, it ain't cute. So you're just looking below the neck, in my opinion. But,
Exactly.
I just, ew, what an idiot.
Yeah, I was like super embarrassed. Like I was like,
It is. It's very
wow.
cringy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? I just, it's kind of like, but everybody has a saying things. It's kind of like the Kat Von D thing. I got in like not a war, but an argument with a lady on a post that Kat Von D, or a Christian was defending Kat Von D and her stance and, her new way of life, right?
Mhm.
And, it's sad because she's really I listened to her interview that she had with this podcast lady, and she was talking, I think it was called, what is it called? Relatable or something. And it was really insightful. And it was like, really, Tony and I were listening to it. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're so happy for her. It's like really, it was really refreshing, but it was also really sad to hear, which I am not surprised at the just blatant attacks that she is getting because of her appearance. And
Yeah.
I got in this argument with this lady
Oh
on
no.
Instagram because she was, you know, she basically was quoting all these Bible verses and saying that, you can't be a Christian if you look like that. You can't be a Christian if you choose to wear
Ugh.
black. You can't be a Christian, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what, though? I really don't care what you look like. And I don't believe God does either. God just wants you to choose the right path and choose him. He's the only one that could judge any of us.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what we look like. It doesn't matter if we grow another arm. He's still going to love us for our heart and soul and how kind we are. And I was like, it's just crazy to me how people are. And just even like, even like in regards to this, like, I feel like the internet just gives people so much power, and, I feel like he probably did that for like the shock factor in hopes
Yeah.
that it would get him more likes, more followers, and in reality, yeah, maybe it did. And I think the people that are defending this guy obviously are his fans, you know. It's no different than that other lady, that girl. Remember that girl you were talking to me about, that young TikTok girl that faked her death or said she had
Oh,
died? Someone said she
cancer.
died. I think, what was her name?
Madison something. I don't know. There's so
Yes.
many people have done so much bullshit. I think
Yeah.
her name was Madison though.
Yeah, it is so crazy, but it's just insane to me the desperation that people have or the courage to be bullies on social media because they could hide behind their computer screen, you know?
Hmm.
And for that reason, that's why I will not let my daughter on social media whatsoever because it's frightening. There are a whole bunch of monsters out there. And it's good for a lot of things, but not for things like this. It's just, that's sad because there are a lot of triggers for people. And imagine seeing that and being a fan of him and clicking on that and finding out like, oh my gosh, you're making fun of something that I went through, that I was tortured by. I mean,
Yeah.
that's I don't know. That's devastating, but I don't know, Steph. I'm just like sitting here and I don't know. Are you cooking for Thanksgiving?
I sure am.
Ooh, so tell me, what is on your menu?
We are making, okay, so I always make baked mac and cheese
Mm-hmm.
and pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make some Thanksgiving cookies too. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, mashed potatoes. And then Angel's doing
Mm.
the turkey and the stuffing. Cranberry sauce. What the hell else? I feel like I'm missing something. Did I say turkey?
Yes, I think so. How do you guys
Oh,
make your turkey?
oh, Angel roasts it. I just let her go crazy. It's so delicious. And I don't care for turkey. I'm
Mm-hmm.
there for the stuffing. I already told her, I go,
Mm-hmm.
this isn't the last time. Because we get it 3 times a year. We get it for Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
then we get it for ours. And
Mm-hmm.
then Christmas. I always ask her, can you make it for Christmas?
Uh,
But you know what? I just realized it's gonna be my mom and Felix too. We're gonna need more. So,
mm-hmm.
but like the
Yeah.
baked mac and my mom is so cute. She's like, you're gonna make the
Mm.
baked mac and cheese, right? And I'm like, I am.
So cute. Oh my gosh, I
How about
love
you?
it. We are pretty basic. Same thing. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, corn, cranberry sauce.
Mhm.
We used to do croissants because I love croissants, but Tony likes the Red Lobster biscuits,
Mhm.
and so does Presley. So they have those. And then I'm trying to think of what else. We don't do a lot of other things like sweet potato or nothing like that. We do cream of spinach because I love cream of spinach. But yeah, I don't know. In the past, we probably would have made more, but I feel like I don't want to say it goes to waste, but it's too much food. Like I love Thanksgiving, but it's very overwhelming
It is. It is.
and I don't like to feel full.
The thing that I like about it is like we cook just enough for like the four of us plus leftovers for like 2 days, which
Hmm.
is fine because who wants to cook on Friday and Saturday? But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and
Hmm.
trust and believe, like the food flies out of here. We're like, oh, it's
Hmm.
gone already. Because we don't make
Well, that's
that, we
good.
don't go buck wild with it.
Hmm.
But now that you said bread, I'm like, ooh, oh, and gravy.
Hmm.
That'll be nice to sop the food up with.
Oh, I swear, and Tony knows this. I literally could just have stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy and
Mm.
bread. That's all. I don't need the turkey. I don't need anything
That's like
else.
me. That
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I
because
just want stuffing and gravy and mac and cheese. Bye.
yeah, I could have just give me a straw.
Mm.
I'll just drink my gravy. I love gravy so much. Like I could
Mhm.
have gravy as soup.
Yeah,
It's
gravy's
like
delicious.
Tony, the first Thanksgiving we ever had together, I think Tony was like, because I have so much gravy on my plate because I love gravy
Mm.
so much. But I don't like my bread. It can't be touching the gravy. I don't need it soggy, right? But I like to put, my butter and then dip it in the gravy and just be like, yum, you know?
Yum, 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 yum. That sounds delish, Need.
Yes, oh
Ugh.
my gosh. But stuffing takes the cake.
Mm.
And
Stuffing
it's
is my favorite.
and I think that's the thing is like everybody has their own way of doing stuffing.
Hmm.
And my mom makes the stuffing and that's the only way. And it's so basic. It has nothing in it. It's just stuffing, celery, onion, and that's it. I don't need nothing else in there. But I know everybody has different ways of making their stuffing.
Hmm. Mm,
But I
Peruvian
would be
stuffing.
yeah, and I would be heartbroken if I didn't have that stuffing. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Do you know how to make your mom's stuffing?
no, I probably
Girlfriend.
could because it's easy. But
Oh,
I've seen her do it. Maybe I'll pay attention this year. I'm gonna make the turkey, so my mom will. Maybe I'll watch. But that's the one thing we tell her to make like triple of because
hell
all of us love
yeah.
it.
I know. Now that you mention it, I think we need to get more. Because we make stuffing with, or Angel makes stuffing with turkey. So like
Mm-hmm.
turkey, like ground turkey to make it a
Mm-hmm.
little healthier. And
Mm-hmm.
the way she seasons that bitch. Oh my God. Oh, just give me a spoon. I want to get into bed with my pajamas. I always say that when
Ooh.
something's really good, and I never do that. But like, that's what image comes up for me when I eat her cooking, especially her
Mm-hmm.
stuffing. God awful. So
Mm.
I need to get more. I need to get flowers too. I like, for
So,
arrange.
do you guys get dressed up to go downstairs, or do you guys just like your normal clothes?
I used to. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably no. I think we're gonna go cozy this year because it's so cozy right now. So like and plus my mom, like I told her,
Mm-hmm.
she gets excited when I say like I started the Christmas Eve tradition since we started hosting it, pajamas. So like come in
Mm-hmm.
your PJ Christmas pajamas. So
Yeah.
like maybe I'll tell her it's a PJ party
Aw.
on Thursday. What about you?
Yeah, no, we used to. I
Yeah,
don't do that crap unless I'm gonna be going to someone's house.
exactly.
Why am I
Yeah,
gonna come down the stairs looking like I'm going to prom?
exactly. Exactly.
Or
Just to
before
sit
I
in the
used to
living
get
room.
fancy from the waist up in case I had to take pictures.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
just like, or I do my hair and makeup.
Yeah, I'll do my hair and makeup, but like a bitch is gonna be wearing leggings, like trust and believe.
Yes,
Like I need some
exactly.
room, okay? And my
Mm-hmm.
workout will be done before. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be in the morning because I
Right?
want to be in a coma in the evening. a turkey coma, let me preface. But yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
I
like,
love it.
I'm just ready. I'm so thankful every year and every day, but I'm more thankful this year. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like it was a good year considering there were some hiccups, some health
Hmm.
things and stuff, but like, I'm super grateful for everything, and like my parents and work as much as, it's easy to complain. Like, I'm very grateful and Zumba and this and dance and of course like us and this amazing like journey we've been on for almost a year. It's
Hmm.
so important and I'm just so like honored to be on this journey with you. It's fun
Yeah.
and I feel so lucky because I get to see you more,
Hmm.
like
Exactly.
I
No,
know
for
it's
real.
virtually, but hey, I'll take
No,
it.
but no, for sure. Exactly. I mean, I'm right there with you. I feel like w- when you think about it in the bigger picture, like there's so many people that don't have anything. Like this year it's been hard. I want to say this year, the past 2 years, maybe with just like even like costs, how costs have gone up. And,
Mm.
you hear how people, I was reading something yesterday, how they were saying people are not going to be having Thanksgiving because they can't afford it,
Oh,
and
geez.
it's just like, it's heartbreaking. Nobody should have to like forfeit something like this. Like if you know someone that's going to be alone, or or you're unsure of what, just ask people if they have a place to go. Like nobody should be alone on Thanksgiving, you know?
Exactly.
And I mean, because it is one of those things. It's not about how much you make or who you know or whatever. Even, I mean, it's just one of those holidays. I think that we just need to be grateful for everything that we've been given, you know,
Hmm.
because it all could be taken away in a freaking blink of an eye.
So that amen to that because I think people forget that part.
Hmm.
But that being said, like, what are some of the things? I mean, besides, like, can you think of like some events that happened this year that you're super grateful for? Like, maybe like, you
Um,
know what? I'm gonna say one for on your behalf because it just came up recently when you took
Mhm.
pretzel to breakfast.
Oh, yeah, exactly, which has a bigger meaning.
Yeah.
But that is actually probably like the biggest thing that happened this year.
Cue me crying in the Home Depot parking lot when you texted me that. Oh my God, I was sobbing.
Yeah, it
Oh, she's
was.
such a that
And it's just,
girl.
yeah, yeah, you know what? Like, I think about, because Presley in the past has dealt with like anxiety and stuff like that. And actually, this year has been really, really good. I think I have PTSD from dealing with some stuff that she dealt with, and
Uh-huh.
it's been really good. So I just want to keep that momentum going. This whole year, I was just trying to like, um, kind of just like douse her with positivity, and like show her that when you wake up with a positive mindset, it really sets the tone for your day.
Mm-hmm.
And she understands that. Like we were talking about that the other day, and she's like, yeah, I noticed that. Like, I'm getting older, and maybe I'm not as, because before she used to wake up at like 6 in the morning with a pep in her
Yeah.
step. And now she's like a little bit older, so she feels a little bit more groggy. And I said,
Yeah.
it's okay to be tired, but be happy. Right. And so she was like, yeah, I understand. I realize that. So I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for the things that have transpired. I'm also grateful for also this podcast, big time. Like, it's crazy to think that we're coming up on a year of doing this.
100.
It's insane, but I am grateful for that, because I feel like, to be honest, like me moving here, even though it's like not super far, but it is far enough to where it has like prevented me from not keeping friendships, because that hasn't changed, but being able to see people as often as I could,
Yeah.
and like we both have busy schedules, so I think that's like probably like one of the best thing that, hell, yeah, that's one of the best things that's happened this year, is just us being able to see each other multiple times a week
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
catching up and just like being there for one another.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you know, relationships go through ebbs and flows and stuff. And I just think that like we're just like on a high, and I'm just like so happy. I don't want to come down.
I know we're in our little canoe, our two-person canoe.
Yes, and I'm so down for it. Like, gosh. I mean, yeah, it's just been a great, I don't know, there's been a lot of good things this year. Like you
Yeah.
said, there's been some stuff that, like any other year that you could do without, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it went by fast, like we always say.
But this one
But
faster, Neen. Even the clerk at Trader Joe's said that to me. You know how they be talking to. Sorry, no
uh,
offense, but I was
for
already
real,
I
because
was in a
for
hurry.
real, I'm always looking for the ones that are quiet.
Uh-huh. Well,
And why
how
don't
are
they
you
have
doing
self
this?
checkout?
Exactly. I'm like, okay, I appreciate your happiness, but oh my God, stop it. But yeah, he was like,
Hmm.
This year." Like, I'm like, yeah, this year.
That's such a convo.
Oh God, it was deep.
Right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was.
Do you want a bag?
I know. Oh
Yeah, I left mine in the
God.
car.
Oh, yeah, that was stressful. But no, again, like I feel the same way, and I just because this year, like, okay, let's compare it to 2016.
Mm,
I
mm.
wish we could tell Steph and Neen back then how we would be like just vibing in our 40s, like coming into our
Mhm.
own,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
you have a kid that's two digits, like she's got two
Right?
digits in her age. What? Like
Ugh.
it's insane. And like you just celebrated 3 years of marriage to your soulmate. Like
Mhm.
it's a lot. It's so like I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's
it just
pivotal.
lots of good
Like, I feel
stuff.
like we're at a point, like, I mean, we're at the point where our 40s are like really getting started,
I know.
but it's a great time, right? Compared to
Yeah.
how we were back then, where we are like, the world's gonna end.
Yeah, like
Our
fuck
lives are
this.
over. Like, I hate the world.
Yeah.
Like, literally,
Yeah.
2016 was the year that just,
Would
I'm sure,
not
and
shut up.
I'm sure everybody has those years. You look back and like, ooh, that was a bad year. You know?
I just found it hilarious though that we lost so many people like in that year though. The biggest one for me being George Michael. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just that says a lot about
So
2016
fitting.
sucking.
Yeah.
So, but
It was
yeah,
just a dark year. I wonder, I will have to look that up to see if there was something about 2016 that caused something in the energy of that time.
because I'll tell you one thing. I saw so many memes that were so applicable to what we were going through back in 2016, getting ready
Hmm.
for 2017. Okay, like fuck this year. Somebody
Hmm.
did brujeria in 26. Like lots of those
Right.
funny memes. So I was like, yeah, I haven't seen any
Yeah,
really, maybe because I'm
that's
happier, but
true.
like I haven't really seen hilarious, but
Hmm.
real memes about the years that like followed. So
No, I agree. No, that's true. Because I think that, I mean, obviously the algorithm,
yes.
but I don't know if it was the algorithm game was as strong back then. It is now.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think 2016 definitely, there's a lot of things. I'm gonna look that up and I'm gonna do some research about what was going on in 2016, which made it such a bad year.
Please do, because I
Because
want to know.
yeah, because it was bad. And also I want to like also say that I'm really grateful for just my health.
Y-
Last year, at this time, I was so sick. I was
Mm.
sick for like ever last year, going into even this year. And, I just want to thank everybody for understanding, because you know what? I kind of want to like, you know, it's something that I struggle with, that I was struggling actually in the beginning of this year. And
Yeah.
I kind of, when I had my last birthday, I was just like, fuck it. I'm not even going to worry about it anymore.
Hmm.
And I think that also comes with being in your 40s, is not worrying about other people, you know?
Yes.
And when you're a parent, or even if you don't have kids, but you have a life, you have a spouse, you have a job, you have responsibilities. Back in the day, I used to worry about canceling, you
Hmm.
know?
Oh,
I don't give two shits anymore.
here.
You know,
Bye.
like, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. And, I think of last year and it's like, God, I had a lot of things planned last year. I even had a freaking Christmas party planned and I had to cancel that because we were so sick. We had the damn
Mm.
flu along with everything else. And, it kind of, like I said, went into the beginning of this year, and it's just like, I felt it was like, gosh, and then trying to re like schedule certain things with certain people, or, and it's just like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not, it's one-sided, or it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm content with how things are, and I just feel like when it comes to friendships, relationships, whatever it may be, I just feel like we all need to remember that whole saying of, like, you know what? It's not even a saying. It's just a thing
Yeah.
where life passes, life is life, life is going to happen, things are going to happen, but it shouldn't change the dynamic if, like, your relationship and your friendships are true. Like, friendship should stand the test of time regardless. And nothing
Thank
should
you.
change, even
And
if it's
there's
been 2 years.
also no guilt, please. Thanks. We're not in high school
No,
anymore.
there should
Okay.
never be
Thanks.
guilt, because things happen and you have no control over it.
Like, also, it's okay, like, if you get home from work or whatever and you're tired, like, you weren't the same
Yes.
person you were when you made, like, it's nothing personal. Just sometimes, oh
It's not
God, yeah,
that.
let's more of that and forever. Like, I will
Yes.
never forget when I used to teach at dance house in the city, and one of my students
Mhm.
marveled at how I was always like doing events and stuff
Mhm.
and all that. And she's like, "Do you ever say no? Like,
Mhm.
when do you have like?" And I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna let down people if I say no. I
Mhm.
felt like I had to, I felt like I
Right.
had to do it, you know?
Mhm.
And I still struggle with it sometimes, not as
Mhm.
bad as I used
Mhm.
to. I used to be really bad about it. But when she said that to me, and then she followed it up with, when you're in your 40s, that's gonna change.
Mhm.
You're gonna learn the
Yeah.
power of no, and it's gonna
Mhm.
feel so good. You're not even gonna bat an eyelash. And I'm like, and I think about her often.
Mhm.
When I'm like, no, I don't feel like doing that. Bye.
Mhm.
If it
Yeah.
doesn't serve me, I don't want it.
Yeah, and you need, like, at this time, like, of our lives, we need to protect our peace and
Yeah.
allow ourselves peace. So if we're busy during the week and we made plans 3 weeks ago when we were footloose and fancy free and wanted to kick it, right?
Yeah.
But I had a freaking stressful week at work or with my kids, or I'm tired, or maybe I'm coming down with a sniffle. Together, and let's reschedule. Like, that needs to be normalized more, you
Yeah.
know? And it's unfortunate because a lot of people just take it wrong. Like, it's
Yeah.
I don't know, like a rejection,
Yeah.
and it's not. You should know the person that you're talking to, the kind of person they are,
Hmm.
and you should know, oh, they're not legit, and it's just, I think 2024 is going to be good. I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air, like we've been saying. I think that there's going to be a lot of good things on the horizon. I mean, I can't believe it's been a year you guys have been married,
Oh my God, me too. Time
you
flies when you're
know?
having fun. But my question, what are we gonna, because we talked about how we're gonna romanticize January, because Happy New Year.
Yes.
Okay, I'm bored. So, like, are we getting tattoos? Because I'm down.
Yes, tell
Okay.
me. Yes, I just got a tattoo today.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Yes, Tony surprised me.
Oh,
So it was, yes. So it was actually this afternoon. He got off work and he took me. I'll show you. I'm going to send it to you.
okay.
Um, he wanted to do it for our anniversary. So obviously that didn't happen because I or didn't break my leg, but I might as well have. Um,
Don't say that.
Sometimes stuff I feel like maybe it would have been easier.
Ugh,
Because at least it could have been in a cast and I could have moseyed everywhere.
yeah, I
Now I'm
know.
like
But
all paranoid about the way it twists my damn leg.
oh shit.
But whatever. At least I have a leg.
Exactly. At least you have a leg.
So, okay. So I just sent it to you. But yeah, I think we need to.
Let's see. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I love it. He surprised you.
Yeah,
Oh my
I know.
God.
I was like, oh, that's so cute. I had shown him something similar that I wanted. So he had set it up, and yeah. So I was like, I can't wait to take it off, the little, dressing,
Yeah.
and clean it.
Oh my God.
But we need to do a
Yes.
tattoo. And because you know what? We have a lot of things that symbolize our friendship. And I
We
mean, one of the
do.
things which was a highlight of the year, which was the live concert, an STP concert. That was like, I will look back on 2023 and remember that for
It.
sure.
Even Angel like celebrates that. Recently she was like, oh, when Paris Hilton like followed me on TikTok, she's like, what a year. Like,
Right?
and then Ed like sharing your stories and viewing your story, like what? And like, and
Hmm.
she's, I just love how she celebrates it.
No,
Oh
for
my
real.
God.
Tony's still celebrating that dinner.
Yes, so is Angel. Which PS, did I tell you what we were gonna do for our anniversary? That totally just reminded me, and I don't think I told you the tattoo.
Hmm.
Angel does not, she has one tattoo, and that's one tattoo too many. Like she will never
Hmm.
get another one, and I actually don't want
How
her to have
cute.
any because I love how
Uh-huh.
pure she is. But
Hmm.
we're gonna go get permanent jewelry because I thought that
Oh,
was the second
yes.
best thing. And I
Hmm.
completely forgot to tell you. I was gonna tell you that because I had been planning it since
Uh-huh.
September. Because one of the things I love is bracelets, but
Hmm.
I'm scarred from when I lost a very special bracelet. And because I'm always worried that it's gonna, I'm gonna lose
Hmm.
something. So I'm always like grabbing onto my neck, like I'm like, oh, is it still there?
Hmm.
So I figured, what better way than to weld it on? And it's our love welded,
Yes. Oh my God, I
impenetrable.
love that. Yes.
Ay. Sorry, I
Tell
didn't
me
mean to bring
about
it
it.
back, but you just reminded me, and I was like, I didn't tell me. Anyways,
Yes. So wait, are you guys gonna do it?
we are. We just haven't had time. Like I found
Oh,
a place in the city that does it, so I need to like contact them and make the appointment.
oh,
Like
I
when? Maybe
love that.
January, but like yeah, so
Mm.
yeah, I just my princess.
I love that. No, because I even had told Tony about it. He goes, "Well, it never comes off." I go, "Well, obviously, if you have to, it could come
Yeah,
off,
they
but
take it off for surgeries and whatnot.
exactly. But at least it's there, and you don't have to worry about it coming off.
Yes,
You
that's
know?
what we love about it. Like, oh,
Yes, exactly. No, I know how you are with that. You're so funny. Well, we need to discuss our tattoo, though.
yes, something that totally encapsulates us in the 90s. I mean, the secret samadhi symbol. Hi.
Oh,
That would be dope. We could
right.
have it like on our wrist.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my gosh. Yes. Or maybe we can have it right here. I mean,
yeah.
you can have it on your wrist, but I don't think it'll fit.
Yeah, because I have space on my wrists. But
Oh.
because I want to do Roni, like my little puppy. I want to do he's looking at me like, excuse me, you've been saying that for 12 years because he's gonna be 12 in January. So I want
Mm.
to do his something. My baby.
Aw. I love it. No, we need to definitely solidify this,
We'll
definitely.
brainstorm because I would love, yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, and I
And then
think
we
the next year we're going to come back with some like, who knows, maybe we could come up with our backgrounds,
yeah, that'd be
you
fun.
know, our little, what do you call that? Like settings.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Mhm.
right now I can't wait to I'm gonna record upstairs maybe next week because I
Oh.
have it set up for Pink Miss. I have my Nutcracker explosion.
Pink mist. I was like, what's that? I know. And then, oh my gosh, I meant to comment, but you were talking on your nutcracker mug.
Oh, one of many, you mean? Look at
Very cute.
it. Look at this. Tell me Nutcrackers aren't adorable.
That's actually real. I like the color scheme for that one.
My God, he's so cute. Why can't it be Christmas all the time?
Aw, no, that's really cute.
I love him. And I almost like seriously, when I found the salt and pepper shakers in the store, I almost fell because I almost didn't look. Someone squirreled it away and I was like, la la la. And then someone cut
Mhm.
me off. And I was trying to get out of the aisle and I'm like, ugh. But then I looked and I
Mm.
was like, so thank you to the person that cut me off because I found my
Ugh.
salt and pepper shakers.
See, people are crazy. I went to Marshall's the other
What?
day.
Without, did you say
Yeah.
my name as you entered the building?
You know what though? I probably said hella names because I was pissed. There were so many people there. I was
Oh,
annoyed. And can I just say this? It's a pet peeve of mine when you go to places like Home Goods,
mhm.
Marshalls, Ross. It's already crazy busy, right? Of course, depending on the day.
Mhm.
Okay. But it's irritating me to me when they decide to stock the shelves when it's already freaking busy and they have the big ass cart with all
Yes.
the new merch and
Oh,
you got to like move around them or you got to not go, you have to back up your cart out of that aisle. Home Goods is really good at about doing that all the time. Like they're
wow.
always restocking and it's just
Um,
stop it.
yeah, no, seriously. And I literally the closest Home Goods to me is San Carlos, but it's easier for me
Mm.
to go to your area. That being said, can we please book a Monday?
Yes, can we? Because I can't have you go to the one over there because that one gives me anxiety.
It gives me anxiety too. I went once. We found our foyer mirror and that was
Mhm.
great, but like, it was like, oh my God, get me
It's
out
too
of here.
much. It's
Yeah.
and the aisles are so small, but there's so much crap on all. I mean, I don't want to call it crap, but there's so much stuff on the aisles, on the
Yes.
shelves, and things are on the floor. Like God forbid,
Yes.
I feel bad for the employees at after like a Saturday night. Okay, I'd quit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle that. Can't handle it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. God, it always comes
Ugh.
back to shopping for us, but it just makes me happy.
Ugh. Yes, it does.
I'm thankful for Marshalls.
Right? Tag them. Real quick though, before we end this, can you just give me a rundown, or not a rundown, but something from the 90s or even your childhood, the 80s, um, that you remember from Thanksgiving? Like something that makes you like whether it be a doily on the table or like the setting, okay, of your holiday.
So I have two. One is my parents and Annie's parents would always take photos of us every
Aw.
Thanksgiving, every holiday, but Thanksgiving in
Mm-hmm.
particular. And the reason why this one pops up for me is because for some reason one of our poses was us kneeling on one knee next to each other. We're genuflecting like we're
Really?
in church,
Oh my
and our hands
gosh.
are on our knees. Why did we pose like that? So that comes to
You're like, did they
mind.
tell you to do that?
Yeah, no, that was all us. And
Mm-hmm.
then two, when I was little, every holiday was spent at my uncle's house,
Mm-hmm.
my mom's uncle, who was around the corner from my grandmother's home. And it was a huge affair. Like it was a
Mm-hmm.
party,
Mm-hmm.
food, music, everything. Like it was just so much fun. And then as I got older, it was more like reserved and quiet. Like we would spend
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving with my other uncle, and those were great too. But that's what I remember. And I remember that alfajores were always a
Mm.
part of the dessert and
Oh,
every freaking meal that we
oh,
would have as a
it's
family, actually.
amazing. Oh,
How about
that
you?
sounds so good. So I always spent mine with my godparents next door. So for me, it was always like my aunt did all this like fancy stuff with like the nice
Napkins.
tablecloth, candlelight, her china,
Oh,
and then we always had to bring the food over because they were older, so they didn't cook. So my mom cooked everything, and so we're over there. I could still see my dad from the window, like carrying the turkey over, and
oh,
like us bringing all the sides over, and then like sitting down and like just it was just the four of us having like, or five of us having. My parents having a cocktail, and then we'd walk over to the dinner table. So then it would finish early, and then we would head up to my grandma's. So that for me, it was just a quiet, nice, intimate one with with like the china and like making it fancy because my
oh.
aunt was very regal. She was very
Yeah.
old school, like she belonged in like the Great Gatsby. So it was always this like big to do, right? And so I remember that. And even now, like Tony had told me today, he's like, we're just going to use paper plates. And I was like, oh, not on Thanksgiving.
No.
Like, we can't use paper plates. And he was like, it's just easier. And I'm like, maybe for you. So you could just go and sit and watch football and I'll clean. We'll put them in the dishwasher, whatever we got to do. But I need the china. Like,
Wait, so what china do you have?
it's
Is it your mom's or
it's
is
my
it your
mom's.
okay.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like a pretty, has a whole bunch of flowers, but I want to get my own china
I do
eventually.
too. But
I want something different.
yeah, and recently like several months ago, Angel and I did get like fancy Le Creuset plates
Hmm.
and salad bowls and stuff, but I really want
Hmm.
China, like what I grew
Yes.
up with, like what my mother has in her cabinet.
Yes,
And the day
exactly.
that woman gets rid of that cabinet, I will have to take to my bed. I'm already crying thinking about it because it's from my childhood. Wait,
Uh-huh.
why am I crying?
Oh.
I'm gonna have to bring it here
So
somewhere.
that what do you call that? An armoire?
Yeah.
That was or what is it called, an
I don't know
armoire?
why I want
Or
to
is it
call it a
like a
curio
curio
cabinet.
cabinet?
Is it?
That's
Because
it.
it's one of those from the 90s. Beautiful. And the thing is, she had it with, so they got that with a matching table and chairs.
Hmm.
And in my last relationship, because I ended up inheriting the table and chairs, but in my
Hmm.
last relationship, we had to donate them because like the chairs were old and whatever. But like I remember we dropped off the table like at the Salvation Army, and I was like beside myself. And then now when I
Aw.
think about it, years later, it still affects me. So like it's not
Hmm.
like what's gonna happen. She recently got rid of her coffee table. And I'm like, why? That like, what did you do that for? She's like,
Aw.
I love it. There's nothing here. And I'm like so sentimental, like when it comes to
I love
things
your
that my
mom.
mom
She's
and
so
my
funny.
father shared. And if I
Yeah.
had a storage unit,
Hmm.
that it would just be filled with crap from my parents' marriage.
Aw, no, I get it. It's just
Ugh.
some of those things you can't. It's the
Yeah.
memories. It's not so much,
Yeah.
it's just what you remember. So,
Exactly. And within that cabinet is her china and the beautiful
mhm.
crystal flutes. I want
Oh
all of
yeah.
it. And I don't know where
Hmm.
I'm going to put it. Angel's worried. She's like, where are you going to put it? And I'm like, I will figure it out.
You're like, don't worry, we'll get rid of something. No, for real, because you know what? China is hard. China's hella expensive.
Yes.
And I mean, you don't break it out every day,
Yeah.
but for Thanksgiving, for
Yes.
sure,
Oh my
you
God. I
know?
want it for Thanksgiving, but it's going to be too much for her to bring. But yes,
Yeah,
I hear
see,
you on
that's,
wanting your own china because you have your own style. Like maybe you're not
yeah,
into floral because that's what
no.
my mom has. My mom and dad
Hmm.
had the floral, the blue, baby blue
Hmm.
flowers,
Ooh, how
you
pretty. See,
know?
my mom's like red and pink,
Oh,
and
qué
it's
lindo.
pretty, and it has like
Yeah.
the gold trim.
Oh,
It's gorgeous, but it's just not really me.
yeah.
So, but I mean, so that was mine. But then we would go up to my mom's house, my grandma's, and that's where all of her family was packed in there,
It
and we
was
would be
lit.
like, yes, exactly, to where you could hear them from the street, like at the bottom of the hill, like walking up because there's
Yeah.
no parking, and you
Yeah.
go in there and it's so hot, and everybody's just
All
like,
the kids are
ah,
sweating. Yeah.
yes, exactly, and it's just like, and we don't have that anymore. It
Same.
like after my grandma passed away, even a couple years before her dying, like it just kind of dissipated, and it's really sad because it's just like, why? You
It's so
know?
sad because it sounds like we had similar in terms of like, because that's how it was at my uncle's. And then it just,
Hmm.
I don't even remember when it ended. Like, I can't
Right.
mark it. Maybe when I was, maybe after my parents, maybe before my parents split up, I want to
Hmm.
say.
Yeah, it's just sad because I would like for Presley to experience that. Like for her, it's always just us, and it's really sad. And it's sad. I'm just gonna make this comment. I'm gonna say, is it sad when you have someone that holds together a family? Because usually it's one person that's always like the glue,
Hmm.
right? And it really should be the whole family that creates that glue.
That's
And
so true.
the nucleus, but even when the nucleus isn't there,
The
it
membrane still is.
yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to like be scientific with you. The atoms
Right?
burst and then molecules are left.
Okay, because I'm sorry. It's annoying that shouldn't, like, things get in the way, egos and God knows what,
Hmm.
pettiness. And
No,
I
it's
ain't here for it.
it's funny that you say that because you want Pretzel to experience that and that you have those memories and you had fun. So you want her to
Hmm.
have that and she would have fun. And
Oh,
then the
completely.
same thing. I wish that I could transport Angel and show her how we used to
Yes.
do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
completely.
I got really like emotional at when we went to go see Mestizo because I would remember
Mhm.
like my mom, like
Mm.
life of the party, dancing and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And because of health
Yeah.
reasons, she can't. And I
Mhm.
told Angel, I was like, man, the last time I saw this band. It was different. My mom and I would always go party together.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish she could have seen that. And then she was like, me too, or
Mm-hmm.
my Thanksgiving at my uncle's and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then, and then I don't know how to do that because
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's got to be within us, I guess. But how do we do
Mm-hmm.
that?
I don't know. I guess there has to be a want or a need to. And I think that, like, and, to just also good energy from other people,
Yeah.
and I think sometimes, especially when you have bigger families, like things, like honestly, in the bigger scheme of things, especially with when you look at, and that's like what I said earlier, when you look at things that are going on in the world and just like, honestly, I don't know where this world is going. So to me, the things that people focus on, the things that people stress on, is
Yes.
it really worth it? Like your people's pettiness and their just like cattiness, especially you shouldn't be that way with your family,
No, because that's the
you
only family
know?
you're gonna have. Although
Exactly.
there's a saying that, like your just because you're blood don't mean shit sometimes. Like, and your family is your intended family, the one you make for yourself. And
Yeah.
I don't
And it's
know.
sad because I kind of feel that way. I do feel that way in a lot of ways. I do see my friends being a lot closer than my family.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my family may say different,
Mm,
but I don't know. It's kind of hard when you see people break each other down, or, it's just not a good vibe sometimes,
it's not cute at all. It's not cute.
No, it isn't. And, times like this, especially in honor of people too that aren't here,
Yeah.
it's sad. And, it's crazy. I was looking at something on Instagram and they were like, gosh, in 100 years, like, we're just going to be like a picture on someone's wall.
Ew, can you not? That freaks me out. I don't want to
But
spooky
isn't that
season is
crazy when you
over.
think about it? So it's like, honestly, we all need to just live our lives to the fullest.
Here, here. Here,
And just
here.
like be grateful for everything, because, you know, it's a crazy world out there, folks.
Oh my God, it really is. It really is.
Mhm.
And, you know, let's just live for the now because it's going by so damn fast. And I don't want to be a picture on someone's mantle right away, right now. I want to be here
Okay.
and I'm thankful, and we'll figure out a way to bring that loudness and liveliness to Pretzel and Angel. We'll figure it out somehow. We have to.
Yeah. And I think that's the beauty of Friendsgivings,
Yeah,
because
totally.
Friendsgivings are the gatherings that you get to choose who you want to have a part of it.
Yeah,
And
I
there's not obligations of like, oh, so and so's coming,
exactly.
you know?
I want to have one. I've never done it. I'm going to my first, I think this is my first one I'm going to on Friday. I've
Mm-hmm.
never, that's why we decorated, because normally day after Thanksgiving, that's booked. We're
Mm-hmm.
busy. But
Right.
like it's, like, oh, like oh, this is so cute. Maybe I should
Mm-hmm.
do one. Does it have to be
Mm-hmm.
the day after Thanksgiving? I mean, I see people doing it like November 1st and
And I
whatever.
think that's exactly what I was going to say. I think that to try and do it like maybe early November, so it's like away from the holiday hustle and bustle, or mid-November, you know what I mean?
Neen, are you ready for this idea?
Do tell.
Let's do a Friendsgiving in January. The fuck?
Ooh.
Did I just do that? Do we take sips right now? Let's sip.
Okay.
Oh my
Let's.
God, how cute is that?
Oh my
After the
God, we should do that.
holidays, something to
Yes.
look forward to.
Yes, let's do it.
Ooh, stuffing again.
Yes. Why
Angel's gonna
not?
be like, what the fuck? October, November, December, January.
Yes, but I think that would be amazing. Okay, we need to chat. I think that would be awesome.
Okay, cool. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, well, let's end on that
Um,
note, because
all
that was a
right.
good idea stuff.
Oh my
Because
God,
you
it
know
just
what? You're right. January is a crazy ass long month and just one more thing to look forward to.
exactly. So let's do that.
Hmm.
And we're amazing. And I'm
Yes.
excited. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you so much for
Yes.
rocking with us. We're very thankful for you all, if we haven't made that
Yes.
clear.
Definitely.
And don't forget to tune back in after your Thanksgiving comas on Fridays with Neen. Fridays with Neen. Fridays with Neen. Every day is Fridays with Neen.
Wow. Oh. Yes, can't wait. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
Have an amazing, epic Thanksgiving. Eat your heart out, literally in a good way, not the bad way from the 90s. Remember, eat your heart out. No, eat your
Right.
heart
Ugh.
out, dude.
Do you
Like,
like
come
pumpkin
on.
pie?
Uh, is my middle name Beatrice?
You're like, is the Pope Catholic?
Does a bear poop in the woods? And my middle name is not Beatrice, but yes,
Oh
I do love
man.
pumpkin. I love making it, and then I love eating it.
Oh, I'm gonna make some.
I make one every year. My mom, and to see my mom with her little mischievous face, that means she
Ugh,
likes it. I'm like,
I love
yes.
it.
So
Ugh.
I
And I
love.
can only eat it during
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving.
no, get that
Don't
shit
give
out of
that to me
here.
any other time of the
Bye
year.
bye, pumpkin.
And okay, can I just say this real quick? I
Yes.
hate when I go to a work party
Uh-oh.
and like that afternoon like the day before Thanksgiving, they straight up do Thanksgiving stuff.
It's like, no, I'm busy.
I
I
ain't
call
having
it. I call
stuffing
out.
turkey and pumpkin pie the day before Thanksgiving.
Especially
That's a sin.
stranger stuffing pie
Yeah,
and
no.
turkey.
Because what? I'm gonna find a freaking raisin. Then I'm gonna have to
Yes,
like.
you would.
It's gonna be like workplace brutality.
It would.
Because I'd be pissed.
You should go to HR if that ever happens to you.
Yeah, I'd have to resign. Anyways.
Oh my God, you're hilarious. But I will see your cute face for some
Mhm.
Fridays with Nina action.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, can't wait.
And we'll see all of you on Friday. But have a great Wednesday. Have a great Thanksgiving. We love
Yes.
you. And
Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving. And
Mhm.
catch you on the flip side.
Oh yeah. Peace out, everyone. Peace be with you.
Oh,